Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view, right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the second place Cincinnati Reds, who are about to start a huge series versus the Boozers tonight, as long as the weather holds off. Let's hope so. Now, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,242 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, do me a favor, go to the YouTube channel, find the show, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for the notifications. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, on the YouTube channel, we're doing super chats. So if you guys want to support what I'm doing, go to the YouTube channel. You can give me a super chat and we can pop your comments up as fast as we can. Now, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, like I said, we got a huge weekend coming up with the Reds versus the Boozers. Hopefully they sweep them. They sweep them. I am planning on keeping I'm going to make it a sweep this time. The last time, if they won the series, I shotgunned a beer. If they sweep them this weekend, I'm going to shotgun a beer Sunday night. So you guys hopefully can join me. Hopefully we'll be having a celebratory beer with a win, with a sweep. Speaking of beers, do you guys like beer? Do you like Ken Anderson? Well, if you do, you're going to love my next guest. He's none other than Dell Hall from 16 Lots Brewery. Dell, what's going on, brother?
Oh, what's up, Ice? How are you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. You in the middle of traffic? Or are you just hanging out in the van?
I am. I'm actually driving right now. Like I said, this is a big weekend for 16 Lots and most of other breweries in Cincinnati because it is Cincy Beer Fest weekend. So it's all day tomorrow at Smale Park. So I'm driving the van full of beer right now, and we're going to bring it down to my house and park it overnight, and then get it up in the morning and get it to Smale Park so that everyone in Cincinnati can enjoy some delicious craft beer.
Oh, that sounds good. So what I'm interpreting this as is you're inviting me to your house to do some free samples tonight. Is what I heard.
You're always welcome. I live in Pleasant Ridge. I'm going to park my van on the street tonight. So feel free to drive around Pleasant Ridge and look for the 16 Lots van.
There you go. Well, you had some pretty cool news yesterday. Now, you and Ken Anderson have gotten together and brewed a Ken Anderson beer. Can you tell me a little more about this?
Absolutely. So several years ago, I'm the craft beer sponsor of Bengal Gems Before the Roar Tailgate Experience.
Absolutely.
And I've been doing that for several years now. And one of the things that we always raise money for is the Ken Anderson Alliance and for adults with disabilities. And we've been doing that for a while. And Ken will make appearances throughout the season. And and I was always handing him like an IPA or something to drink, and not really knowing what he actually liked.
Right.
And then one of the times I handed him an IPA, I said, "Ken, what do you normally drink? Like what's your go-to?" And he said, "I drink Keystone Light, Del." He said, "I drink Keystone." He goes, "In my fridge at home, I got Keystone Light. I always drink Keystone Light. If I'm out at like a bar or restaurant, a lot of times they won't have Keystone Light, and I'll drink a Coors Light. But that's my go-to." And so after that, it was always teasing him about Keystone Light and things of that nature. And then I had the idea of, hey, you know what? We should brew a beer for the Ken Anderson Alliance, and we should absolutely give a portion of those proceeds to the Ken Anderson Alliance. And what other style of beer would we brew except one that Ken wants to drink himself all the time. Well, that has to be something that's like Keystone Light.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Ken come in the brewery. I set up a tasting of Keystone Light, of Coors Light, of good craft beers, and pilsners and lagers, and he kept going back to the Keystone Light as his favorite. So I said, you know what? I said, Ken, if that's what you want, that's what you get. So basically, I brewed a craft beer as close as I could to Keystone Light.
There you go. And they call it, like you said, the proceeds of it go toward the Ken Anderson Alliance. There's you and Houday and Kenny and Elizabeth Blackburn sampling it.
Yeah.
And Houday even got in the action. She tried to feed him some of the beer.
Yeah. So just to be clear, just because we're getting at the brewery, I'm getting so many emails, so many social media direct messages, so many phone calls. The beer is not available until the football season.
I know. I just found that out before the show. I'm like, dang it, I was gonna come get some tomorrow.
Yeah. All I did was I gave everyone a sneak peek at the ribbon cutting of Ken Anderson's new building in Silverton. Gave them a sneak peek on that, and basically the actual beer and the cans, and and there's a lot of collectors that want they want these cans sent all over the United States, and so basically that's going to be out. I'm shooting for September 5th, which is 1 week before kickoff.
Cool. Yeah, those I got the picture of the cans up right now. Those are cool looking. I mean, I want some. One, I want to try the beer. Two, I want the cans myself. I need that down here in the ice cave. Those are very, very, very cool designs right there. You did a really good job on the can itself. I can't wait to taste the beer. Yeah,
so it's fun. The artist that I use, for my cans and my posters and things like that. He works for Disney. He works for Universal Studios, and basically in the beer world, he only does freelance work for me.
Nice.
Just because he's a beer friend of mine and a good buddy. So yeah, you can tell that the quality of our artwork in the last year has been phenomenal at 16 Lots. Side note, he is also the designer of the Bengals locker room.
Really?
The Bengals studio inside Paul Brown. He designed all that as well.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. That's pretty cool. I saw something else on your Twitter here, and I'll pop this up here real quick. Are you giving away a Ken Anderson jersey? Is that what I'm reading right here?
Yeah, so the Ken Anderson Alliance is. So
okay,
as you can see that picture there, that's the mural that's on the side of their new corporate office, and they're basically doing a contest for whoever gets the most likes and comments will get a Ken Anderson jersey.
Now is Bengal Jim in on this? Because I think he has an unfair advantage. I'll just say that right now.
He absolutely has an unfair advantage, and he would be immediately disqualified. We would never let Bengal Jim, and he would blow everyone out of the water.
Yeah, exactly. So that's an unfair advantage. But hey, one of my viewers in here has a question for you. He said, I think Strawberry Ice Baby would be a good beer to try. I'm not sure if strawberry and alcohol and beer would be a good taste of beer.
I've had some good strawberry beers. There's strawberry as an ingredient. It's hard to brew with, but if you get it right, it's really good. But yeah, it's a very hard ingredient to work with.
I would think it would be, just because that would just be to me the sweetness along with the alcohol would just be kind of it'd be a very, very interesting combination. So what new do you have going on at 16 Lots? I know you had your beer milkshakes and everything. What else you got coming out soon?
So I mean, obviously the biggest news is our partnership with Ken Anderson and the Kenny's Day Drinking Lager is the name of that.
There you go.
So basically, that's the biggest news coming out of 16 Lots, especially something Bengals related. We're having an event on August 28th, which is going to be like a Bengals memorabilia roadshow, and David Fulcher is going to be in the house for that, and basically it's going to be Bengal Jim, the Bengal historian from his show Tom, myself, and David Fulcher, and we're going to have people bring their Bengals memorabilia to 16 lots, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to give them kind of an appraisal like they do on Antiques Roadshow
Oh, cool.
for your Bengals gear. And then that's 5 to 7 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, we're doing a special edition of our Saturday night trivia that's going to be Bengals themed.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
With some cool Bengals prizes to go along with that for the winning teams.
Now, this is August 28th. Is that the date you said?
August 28th. It's at 16 Lots Brewing Company.
Cool. Well, definitely send me some graphics of that, and I'll hit it up on the show for you, so we get as many Bengals fans there as we can. Because I know everybody all Bengals fans will be happy to go out there and check out new or old Bengals memorabilia and to see Full Rock. That's a cool get right there to get him to come to the show.
Yeah, we I just saw him a couple weeks ago. We did a big charity thing for Sam Hubbard's foundation.
I know. I wanted to go to that. I couldn't because my actual job. I had to be working at 3 o'clock in the mornings. I'm like, I had a couple people asking if I was going to go. I'm like, I can't. I'll be in bed by the time the freaking thing. Everybody's. It's really
it didn't end until 10 or 10:30. But they raised a ton of money for Sam Hubbard. The NFL alumni showed out. There are 120 teams in this. Joe Burrow was supposed to be in attendance and ended up having to go out of town last minute, so he canceled the day of. But there were 120 teams, and Bengal Jim and I came in 4th. We got beat by Jim Breach. We actually got booted. We got kicked out of the tournament by Jim Breach. He throws a nice ball for a kicker.
Now, I've said this a couple times to Jim. I haven't got to say it to you. You and me and Jim had a Foaling game about a couple months ago. Or actually, I think it's like last summer. Now we had it up here at the Delhi.
It was in like August.
Yes, and I my partner, not to name names, wasn't all that good and didn't help me out that much. So I wanted a rematch. I need a partner though. So one of these days, maybe, is Jim going to have the Foaling at the tailgate this year? Do you know?
I don't know. It's available for us, but it's a lot of work to set up the Foaling stuff.
Yeah,
those boards are heavy. Those pins are heavy. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I helped you
guys. We're back in Lot E this year, so we actually are limited in space. We had more space, last year during the pandemic.
Right. Yeah, because they had that big open lot there. Right. But either way, sometime I want a rematch between you and Jim. Now, see, I know Jim is already crying. His arm hurts, and he won't be able to throw or move his arm the next day. But he's got to suck it up and take me on again.
Guess what? His arm might hurt, but my back hurts from carrying him that entire tournament.
Oh my goodness! Now, obviously, Jimmy is not watching this show right now because I know he'd be commenting, so he's not watching at all. So that's a good friend right there. But Jim, just to let you know, Dale just called you out. He said he carried you the entire time. So
he knows.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Let everybody know again what's going on this weekend and where they can find you again, real quick.
Yeah, so we're going to be pouring beer down at Smale Park. It's for Cincy. It's for Cincy Beer Fest. Go to cincybeerfest.com. You can buy tickets. There's 2 sessions. One is during the day at 2 p.m., early admission at 1. And there's a nighttime one that goes from 7 to 11. You can do early admission at 6. It's basically 400 of the best craft beers available. You can go around and taste everything. And, it's only like $50, man. It's such a great value to think about having a night out to be able to try, 400 different beers for $50. That's not going to happen anywhere except at Beer Fest this weekend.
Right, exactly. That's the thing that I, because I'm more like Ken Anderson. I like the light beers stuff, but I do like trying different beers. But I'm never really willing to buy a whole 6-pack of it or whatever. But this is a great way to do it. You could try it and you can test out which ones you like. So if you like craft beer or you're not sure if you like craft beer, it's great either way to go check this out. And for $50, go there, have some beer, have some fun.
If you're not into craft beer, there's ciders, there's seltzers, there's lots of things. If you're gluten free, there's lots of alternatives. So you don't think it's the majority is craft beer, but there's other things as well. If you want to go and you need someone to be a designated driver, there's a special way discounted designated driver ticket that they get like soda and water, and they can go around with you as well.
So hey, Del, I got a question for you though. I don't know if you heard the intro. There is like last week with the the Reds, they won the series versus the I call them the Boozers, the Milwaukee Brewer. I call them the Boozers.
Yeah, I have a fondness for the Brewers. I mean, that's what we do for a living, and that's what
right, exactly. So I had somebody challenge me and said, hey, if they win, first I said if they win Friday night, will you shotgun a beer? I said, how about if they win the series, I'll shotgun a beer, and I did that Sunday night afterwards. Now I'm saying if the Reds sweep the Boozers, then I'm going to shotgun a beer live on the show Sunday night. Would you be willing, if you're not doing anything Sunday night, to shotgun a beer on the show with me? We do a 16-lot beer.
No. So the answer is no. I am actually, Sunday is going to be like my day off. Like I work all the time, and then it's Saturday. It's going to be 12 hours at a beer festival. So absolutely, man, it's going to be something else. So no, I plan on actually not chugging anything on Sunday.
You think you actually need a break from beer? I didn't think you ever took a break from beer, Del.
No, I didn't think I needed a break from beer. I'm probably going to drink a beer. I'm just not going to chug one.
All right, that sounds good. I guess we'll go with that one. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming, and it looks like you're at your spot, so I'm gonna let you go.
I am.
But hey, tell everybody where to follow you and all that stuff before you get out of here.
Yeah, so you can just it's Sergeant. I go by Sergeant Dell, Army veteran. So you can do Sergeant Dell on Instagram, Dell_Hall on Twitter. You can look me up on Facebook, and you can always follow 16lots.com and 16 Lots on every social media outlet.
There you go, brother. I appreciate you coming on the show, and I can't wait for the Ken Anderson beer to come out. And I can't wait for a football season so we can start tailgating.
Absolutely,
again.
Brother.
All right, brother. Who day?
All right, who day? See ya.
See you, man. All right, that was cool. I hope you guys, like I said, it's a little different thing to talk about on the show. One of my other favorite subjects is beer. I like it. So yeah, if you guys do like craft beers or anything like that, and if you don't like craft beer, you want a light beer, this Ken Anderson beer sounds right up my alley, because I'm more of a Bud Light fan than I am of craft beer. I do like the craft beer. I can't drink, more than two. It just, I don't know, the taste after a while gets to me. But I do like Dell's beer. He does have some very, very good beers out there. So check him out at a beer fest this weekend. It's a good, like I said, it's a good opportunity to go test out different beers that you guys may like, you may not like, who knows. But the Reds are about to have a huge series with the Boozers tonight. Hopefully, if the rain holds off, they can get this game in. I was looking at the radar before I came on the air, and it looks like there's another cell coming in. Hopefully, it'll miss us, but we'll see. And my dad, of course, has to chime in on the beer. What did he say? There's no Bud Light in craft beer. Well, exactly. That's why it's Bud Light, not craft beer. I love Dell's answer. Are you shotgun a beer with me? No. Straight to the point. Nope. So I love Dell. He's a good dude. So, like I said, we got a big weekend with the Boozers. Now there is something that came out. I did not get it up on the show, but let me find it here real quick. That I did want to get to. That's not it. Where was it at? Oh, here it is. C. Trent Rosecrans, if I can talk, tweeted this out. He said, Jeff Hoffman is ready to go. Bell said there's a chance he could get a start against the Mets. Now, that's interesting because I'm wondering if he's thinking about going to a 6-man rotation, because we all just assumed that Hoffman was going to be in the bullpen, which is where the Reds need help at, is in the bullpen, not so much the starting rotation. So I don't quite understand why you would go to a 6-man rotation now, which I'm not saying that's what he's going to do, but he said he could start at Crown. You say, why? Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I don't totally understand this. I would prefer Hoffman in the bullpen because, like I said, that's where we need help. We don't really need a 6 starter unless the guys are getting wore out. Now, see, the thing is, you got to look at it this way too, which maybe the guys are getting wore out, and this might be the way Bell is thinking. You got to remember, last year was only a 60-game season, so they didn't pitch a full season. So their arms might not be stretched out enough to pitch a full season because they didn't do it last year, and you have to be able to do it year after year after year after year. So maybe this is a ploy to save the starters some innings. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking out the box of why he would do that. But you never know. We'll have to find out if he actually does. But Michael Lorenzen is back tonight, so we get him back. And also David Bell said that TJ Anton and Lucas Sims don't look for them until about the beginning of August. So we got about 2 more weeks probably, and hopefully they'll be back then. So like I said, if you have those two in there along with Michael Lorenzen, and if AG is actually AG, those 4 guys right there will turn this bullpen into a shutdown bullpen if they pitch like we all know they can pitch. So that is a hope that that's what will happen. But again, they have to be healthy and they have to pitch good. And hopefully, like I said, Michael Lorenzen, if he gets in the game tonight, which I would not be surprised if he gets in tonight, to knock the rust off of being in the major league game for the first time. And, he was only supposed to be on the show for like 2 weeks, and it ended up being up 3 months. He missed the whole first half of the season. So I would not be surprised to see Michael Lorenzen in there tonight. Not starting, obviously. He's not going to start, but coming out of the bullpen. But it's very exciting, a very fun game. I cannot wait for it to start. At least I'm hoping it's going to start. I'm hoping this rain holds off. That would be a wonderful, wonderful thing to happen. The Reds could actually get off to a good start. Because, honestly, last weekend, they very well could have swept them, the Boozers in Milwaukee. Of course, the bullpen blew the first game. So if you get Michael Lorenzen back, maybe that keeps the Reds from blowing games, and maybe we can actually sweep them this time. But a lot of fun. I can't wait for it. Game tonight. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful Friday. Let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And they are Houday Nation, Bengals Nation, Bengals Houday Nation, Cincinnati Bengals The Jungle, Bearcat Country, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. Twitter handle is Jeff A. Trunapole. I'm also on TikTok. You follow me there at Iceman90. Like I said, you find all of them under Sports with Strawberry Ice. If you missed any of the show and you're interested in this Ken Anderson beer that Dell has, that's 16 lots, and you're like, where can I get it? It's not out yet. It's coming out at the beginning of football season. But if you want to hear any more of the information, go back and listen to the show, either on the YouTube channel or on the podcast. I'll be pulling a sign off later on, put it on the podcast. You can find it on BeanPod, Spotify, iTunes, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you subscribe, you follow it, you download it. Let's get the subscriptions up on the podcast as well as the YouTube show, which I said the YouTube show is doing awesome. We're at 1,242 subscribers. That is awesome. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I appreciate you guys commenting on the show. So, we got a big weekend. Reds, Boozers. Let's get this win. Let's get this sweep. We sweep, we're 1 game out. Worst case, we win the series, we're 2 games out. Either way, we have a great shot of getting very, very close to being in this thing. Now, if you guys notice, the Cubs are out. They traded their left fielder. I want to say Jacques Vaughn. That's not his name. Anyway, they traded him, so the Cubs are waving a white flag. I think the Cardinals are going to wave the white flag soon. It's pretty much a 2-team race. Let's get them. Let's stomp on their neck and get the lead quickly in this game, and hopefully the bullpen will shut it down. Let's have fun. You guys have a great weekend. And as my boy, Jeremy, these nuts, Dimebag Dean, likes to say, all together now, remember one thing and one thing only, and that is you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Houday. And then I come in and say, and that's just sports, baby. See ya!